day 19 and it is Sunday.
What a perfect way to
Timian and Kyron both have quite the headaches, although Kyron probably doesn't let it show. Well, Timian is quite miserable.
Oh,
Hiding
poor
room.
Timian.
Maybe Cash can whip something up in the laboratory to cure that.
I bet you can.
Either this will kill you,
or remove a hangover.
There is that panacea thing you posted before, right? That kind of does it, I think.
Yeah, one of them can do that, indeed. Well, Cash will do that to Timian. She'll just barge in. Timian!
Kick down the door.
He just cries a little and holds his head, and swears that he will never drink again.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah, until next
Kyron
time.
forces him to come again.
Well, yeah, until next time. She gives him a potion. Drink this.
Don't say that. No, he can't drink anymore. It's just.
She said, no, it will remove the pain.
He drinks it very quickly.
And now he hallucinates. No.
It was poison, haha!
The frog!
Yes.
No, his hangovers is over.
Or you'll think Cash and then get some sleep.
Well, that's not a very thank you. You wouldn't like.
Oh, he's exhausted.
That's
he
not
couldn't sleep because he had a hangover. He's just annoyed. Too much headache.
Cash would have wanted something more, but she. Cash always wants something more.
The servant comes and removes the barf bucket next to.
Ew. Does Kyron want?
No, Kyron is fine. He's just exhausted. That's why he's laying in his bed.
He just wants to lie in a dark, quiet room for the whole day.
Cash is very well known with the body of humans. She would know that he's miserable.
You can't hide from Lady Cash.
No.
I like also that Cash sort of curled up at the foot of the bed. Like, oh!
What are you doing? I'm just stretching. Go away. Go away.
So, Cash would walk in like, Kyron, if you have a hangover, I have something to remove the pain.
Well, I have something as well, which apparently worked already because I don't have a hangover. Go away.
She'll put the...
I just need another drink. I'm sure that will help.
Yeah, I'm sure. She puts that little bottle here and leaves.
Kyron will kick over the bottle and go to sleep.
What an asshole.
Take a -20 to all checks due to your hangover.
Sort of weakness. Well,
She can go into Kyron's head and find out what's inside of it.
Pain! Blinding pain!
She can seek thoughts now. Goes, I want the answer to that.
it is Sunday.
Any
plans for the day, or?
Yes, we plan to seek an audience with his dukeship.
Do I need to get out a nobleman's disguise?
Oh yes.
Do we all have to do that?
No, we shouldn't appear as noblemen. We should appear as adventurers.
Adventurers? I can handle that.
Basically, just don't look evil.
How does this look?
And hide. Don't bring your damn symbols. All right.
Well, they all change into Mithrin symbols anyway. But I'll remove them.
Kyron feels fine today, so he's going to come as well.
Of course, he's feeling fine.
Well, it's the same day. It's the same day. You're still hanging.
Yeah.
It's the same day? Okay, then screw that.
Back to this.
You could just been drinking that potion.
Marcus, you might seem a little bit intimidating.
Zacharias will look over everyone. You will all need alternate names, of course.
Azuri just pulls out his little logbook of names.
Oh, I'm gonna use this one.
Clearly for Taizang.
Clearly for what?
It's basically the Asia of the Pathfinder world.
Oh, this is from Kingmaker. Yeah, I used this in the Kingmaker with Jonas, and I kind of wanted to use this because this is a half-elf woman, and she might as well use the same name as the character I have in that.
That's not what I wanted.
You aren't really expecting any troubles, are you?
No.
Just talking to the Duke.
Yes.
You might go like, arrest these men, they have killed Iris 100 years ago.
Exactly.
They are vampires, they're immortal. Or something.
We're in the city, huh? That will probably come as a surprise.
Shit.
Marcus, no token helmet.
Yeah, fuck. I accidentally deleted my actual token.
Yeah, I saw that. Can just control Z or something? No, you can't do that.
That was very stupid.
I thought I had the... Oh god, I have an old version of it. I actually just saved it before I leveled up, so I'll be okay, I think.
Yeah, because you did it before too. This is the second time you do that, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. God damn it.
Totally
I have
is.
an old version of your token as well.
I have that one. That's
Yours is
like right
probably-
before I leveled up, I think.
Is Zacharias not gonna change his appearance?
No,
Oh,
Yes,
same. I
same.
leveled up.
because his appearance. This is how he appeared before.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So what's
before
so
Tiberius.
what's everyone's disguised names? Me and Zacharias have got one written down apparently.
Mine is, Marcus White, like, no token. Or no helmet token.
Of course, you know the I don't know what is a heroic knight name.
You're not a knight.
Yes,
Marcus is.
Sir Lightbringer of
so
Goodness.
Uther Lightbringer. Yes.
Town.
Oh, goodness.
There
Well,
we go.
he is.
I can use this token too.
He is. Yeah, you know, White Lake. Was that his?
That's his, former name, yeah.
All right. Yeah. He is White Lake.
You need a token that makes you look heroic.
And Lady Cash is, of course, Tia Starlight or whatever it was. Majana. Okay.
Starlight.
Yeah, you know something heroic sounding.
It sounds like a frigging pony.
Yes, that's the whole point of this.
Okay, it could be Starlight.
Ponies are very heroic.
Starlight.
So yeah. Where do you...
There we go.
Sure. I'll make my name sound more like dramatically hero over the topness.
Yes.
Tia Starlight.
How's that?
What?
How much of a happy name can you create?
Songbird. Yeah.
Songbird. It's pretty
How
good.
do you? How are you gonna pronounce your first
Jesus.
name?
Olshren.
Ultron.
Ultron.
I thought it was Olsen.
Olsen Songbird.
Yeah, Olsen Songbird.
Yes, and we will of course approach. You know, we will carry the revered corpse. You know, covered so that people can't really see it in the streets. You know, covered in the tabards, but we will approach the Duke's home. And I imagine announce ourselves at the gates.
Sure, there are some guards there, and you see that there's a little bit of a line actually.
Do they
Oh,
all
God
have
damn it.
corpses?
Because today, Sunday, is the day where the Duke takes attendance. Coincidentally, also the day where the Mithrans have their great church gathering, meaning that he very, very rarely gets visitors from the church.
How peculiar that it would be the same day.
Convenient.
But there are a few others. You see, sort of most of them look like adventuring types, carrying different types of things. And they seem to be brought in sort of one by one.
Okay.
You're being shown sort of a little area inside the walls where you can sort of stand and wait.
Sure.
Do we look peculiar holding a corpse?
We will stand. You know, and we're not holding up the corpse. It's covered on the litter.
The guards seem to be surprisingly nonchalant about you bringing something.
Of course.
They will, however, as they go close, ask you to please deposit everything, every piece of sort of fighting equipment and magical equipment you have in one of the chests, and then lock it and bring the key with you.
Cash would not let him do that, so she would have left her.
Oh, he's not taking it from you. He's asking you to do it yourself. He's saying that nothing can be brought before the Duke. No one can go before him armed or wielding magical powers. Please deposit any such you have in this chest. It remains safe and secure. You will not need it.
Yeah, in that case, Azorius...
It is protocol. I'm just doing my job, sir.
Okay. Azorius Ulstrin will go ahead and... he'll remove the various pieces of weaponry from himself. He'll clearly make sure he can see there's nothing that would be, I'm assuming he's not wanting us to take the armor off from underneath our clothes and stuff.
No, it seems weapons and anything that's magical.
So Cash has to take off her armor?
No, weapons.
Perhaps.
But that's weapons and magical.
Magical equipment. Yeah, well, you can either not.
Zacharias will ask
little...
that, and he will say that the goods Sir Whitelake, for instance, is carrying a quite a heavy plate armor that takes forever. Surely, if we just give away all our weapons, there will be no harm, and armor cannot hurt anyone. It is for protection.
Sighs, nods, says, "All right. You'll have to disclose that then to the wizard."
Of course.
Well, Cash will pretend to be blushing and say, well, my armor is magical, but I don't feel comfortable taking it off.
He'll sense that you only have that then. As long as you tell him that you have that one, and as long as there's nothing else, then it should be fine.
Yeah,
Indeed.
Azorius removed most of his stuff.
He can sense that we have magical items on us, yes. He will probably need more time to sort of hone in exactly what it is. He might be able to single out the Hats of Disguise. Would Zacharias know if that is possible?
When you take magic, you can detect the auras of each magical item.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and like things like alignments and stuff.
Yeah, we are of course protected from alignments.
Yes,
Yeah, our alignments are already blocked.
That's...
I do every single morning. I block Cash's, Azorius's, Chiron's, and
Everyone but
Zacharias's,
mine.
and Marcus does his own.
Well, Cash will need to have her tiara on.
Well,
Yeah,
if they can sense that, then you simply cannot go before the Duke, because they will say, oh, you're having a tiara disguising your true horrible face.
Well, no.
I mean, if they see a drow, everything is lost. There's no way.
Well, I mean,
I have a makeup kit.
How are you gonna spray her skin?
The point stands. For example, I have plus 17 disguise without including my makeup kit. That's without the hat.
She has leprosy. He's wrapped in all this cloth.
I'm not actually disguising myself. I'm just wearing a different suit of plate armor that's not evil.
Not wearing your exactly Doom armor.
Right.
Sure.
Well, we can always change the tiara to something, an earring or something. And
Yeah, but
just...
it's sensed. He knows that it's magic.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that it's disguised, does he?
Well, he knows he uses detect magic, and he can tell that your armor isn't the only magical thing you're wearing, and he can go, "Oh, take that off," and you take it off, and then suddenly you're a drow.
Okay, let's make it into a bra.
Then would have Malachi been okay with me, for example, manually just spending time, basically putting makeup all over Cash?
Okay,
I mean, you can cast the disguise spell, right?
then
That's true.
let's just have the thing be a bra, and then say it's magical, but she's not gonna take off her bra.
Then they say, well, we threw you in the stockade then.
I don't think they wear bras in this time period.
Well,
Yes.
Cash does.
We throw you in the stockade if you don't take off your bra.
That's the order of the Duke.
Just doing my job.
Yep, exactly. The Hat of Disguise has a faint illusion aura.
You can see that you're illusionary.
I mean,
So,
Zacharias, you can cast
disguise.
Yeah, these things might actually have a more powerful aura than that.
No, I guess I could cast Alter Self.
Well, not like older self, just disguise self would do, but
Oh, this guy.
Wouldn't he detect that as well?
The problem is it's personal range, so I can't.
oh, is it? It's
Yeah.
personal range?
Alter
Well,
Self
that's why
is
it's
personal
called
range.
self.
So.
You could leave Cash at home.
Oh, but Cash wants to come.
Well, she can't. If she's gonna be exposed as a drow, it's simply not possible.
You can go home and nurse Kyron, or try.
She did what she could
Yeah.
for Kyron.
Actually, what would the penalty on disguise checks be to do this?
Probably horrendous.
I mean, it's not that big of a change. It's just...
Yeah, you mean you're just changing her whole skin?
Technically
Also, she
possible.
has huge wings on her back.
That's
Yeah.
pretty hard too.
Okay,
Actually.
the wings would be a difficult bit, I have to admit. Disguised as a different race, though, it would be a -2 penalty.
We just glue feathers on.
This is our Black Angel.
I mean, if we say she's an alchemist, they will be like, whatever, you know how crazy they are.
Well, because alchemists are very crazy people are very tolerated here.
So that wouldn't be a huge problem. The problem is a drow thing.
Yeah, what
We
would
could
your
always say
disguise...
that that's an alteration from the alchemy stuff.
Cash, what is your disguise skill? If you don't need to
A
disguise?
horrible accident in the lab.
Horrible
Ink
accident,
and,
yeah.
you know.
Her disguise is it's ranked 2. She has 17 in total.
Plus 17 in total, is that with the hat of disguise?
Without that, with the thing.
Okay, so you got +7, and since my disguise kit would negate the -2, so you know, if she was disguising as a thing without the hat, she'd have a +7 flat bonus.
It's not very good.
You know, you could always say, yes, she is a drow, but she's redeemed. We've found her half dead on the side of the road.
They won't allow that.
I don't think
They
that
won't
goes.
allow that because drows cannot be redeemed.
Oh, well.
That's what Nifra teaches you. Drows cannot be redeemed.
Kyron doesn't pay attention to the history books.
No, he doesn't. Don't you remember that Hawklight said that?
Oh, right, he did, yeah.
Now he doesn't.
Yeah,
Ah.
so maybe we need to leave Cash at home.
Cash is sad.
Yeah,
That's racist.
it is. It's totally as racist.
Set up a scrying pool so she can watch.
Oh, she'll take the.
You think I'm evil just because I'm a drow? Are you not
Yes.
evil, lady, my lady?
That's not the point.
Yeah.
You would not have been evil if she had not been terrorized her whole life.
As your lawyer, you should not answer that.
Exactly.
Right, that's true. I'm not evil. Okay,
I'm
fine.
just misunderstood.
Yeah, she is.
Ask her home.
Fine, Cash will stay at home and use the scrying crystal to look at you.
Can you cast a scrying spell?
No.
And then you can't really use the
Can't
crystal
even
either.
do that. You have to sit around and sulk all day.
Okay, I have an idea.
She can go out and
Terrible.
get really drunk.
She is gonna hide
Sloshed.
Chloe.
You could hide Chloe.
On Asurius. She wants to know what's
No.
going on in
I'm
there.
pretty sure they would sense Chloe if they did sense magic.
Well,
No,
well,
he's done
Chloe's not
part.
a magical creature, it's just a creature.
It's just a creature.
It's his good shadow dragon.
Yes,
Well,
I call him
You
Snappy.
would most likely be asked to leave that outside as well.
But he's
Chest.
tiny.
I mean,
He's
he
the
is
size
very,
of-
very small.
We just lock him in the chest and pick him up on the way out.
Yeah. They don't have the huge respect for magical failures and such.
He's tiny. They won't even see him. He's the size of a
Yeah,
mouse.
they will.
You know, the size of a house cat, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
house.
It's a flying
Which is
cat.
much larger.
It's a flying cat.
The worst
Not
kind
that.
of cat.
See.
Yeah, I can breathe shadow on you.
But the others will tell her what's going on, right?
Yes, of course.
Fine, but Cash really wants to come.
Well,
I know you do.
if only you weren't living in this racist world, Lady Cash.
Someday.
Someday,
what we're working
this all will change.
Cash does a dramatic, like in the animes when girls are like, "Oh, that was so embarrassing!" You run past you with tears flying behind you. No, she
Like their knees locked together and they only use the lower half of their legs to run.
I have a dream that sometimes evil drow could come to a meeting with non-evil drow.
And then she will fall into Chiron, and he will accidentally have his
Who
hand
is
on her
the
boob,
monster now? I ask.
And he will accidentally had his hand on her boob, and they will be, "Oh no!" They will run
Alright, so while this hilarity is going on in the
Introducing
mansion,
place.
like any anime.
You know, Azurius has removed all his magical stuff. He feels depressed.
Mhm.
You know, in the door you see that there are two people standing in the Duke colors and their robes, wearing staffs, and they sort of mumble some words, detecting magic as you enter. They will sort of, stop Sirius, I think, and ask him. So it seems that you have brought some magical equipment. If you have any, they will detect it.
I don't.
Alright, oh, I thought
So
you
I
had
left all of it in the box. All of it.
That's Marcus. He has the armor as
He's wearing
magical.
a different armor.
No,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a different
Oh.
armor.
This knightly armor.
Boring
No.
armor.
Yeah, my boring armor.
But it's polished to a shine. It has like a
Yeah,
white
it's,
tabard.
It's still gorgeous.
Yeah, white
You
tabard with
turn
like a
west.
silver lake on it, and it's like great.
Well, then you're ushered to go in. One of them follow you. And another few guards. You're brought up to the Duke. He's sitting on his sort of a throne. No, not the main one. There's sort of a wooden one, a smaller room, and he's sort of leaning to one side, seeming rather bored. Really. For a young man. As he looks at you, sort of ushers you in. Waits for you to kneel.
Yeah, so certainly, Zacharias will certainly kneel with a flourish of a bow, channeling what he knows of the gnome.
Grin.
Yeah, it's his charming smile.
The Duke will say, "Rise."
Zacharias will swiftly and deftly rise.
So Sirius.
Yeah.
What brings you before me, my subjects? Let me hear your pleas.
Zacharias makes another flowery bow before him and says, "My Lord Duke, we are the... what do we call ourselves?"
Not the Whispering Lord.
Whispering Lord.
The Whispering Lords!
The shouting heroes.
Yeah.
We are the traveling adventure party of the White Banner, my lord. He, bows again. And what brings us before you today is that we have a grand news for you, my lord. He sort of, dramatically steps aside and shows the litter with the, bundled
Dead
up,
person.
the bundled up corpse. For I will proclaim to you, my lord, that we have discovered the remains of lost Princess Iris of Ghastenhall.
He sort of looks at you, bored, and says, "Yes, I'm sure you have. Now show me what proof you have and tell me the tale, for I am obligated by law to listen."
Zacharias nods, and he will take out the ring and bring it before the Baron.
Duke.
Oh, yeah, the Duke.
Yes.
Very important, this.
Damn you, Farhold.
He'll sort of reach out and take sort of usher for his mage to take the ring.
Yeah.
And he'll then bring it to him. And he'll, speak a few words to the mage, and the mage will sort of take the ring and just look at it. He says, "Yes, mighty proof. Now tell us the tale."
Zacharias will, again sort of, do a flowery motion with his hand, pointing indicating again at the, corpse, of course, and then he will launch into a tale of heroic bravery as the White Banner, doing heroic things for the kingdom, no doubt, being, stout defenders of justice and all that. Basically how they ventured far to the west in the deep woods of the Cairbriar, fighting through monsters, etc., etc., death cults, an ancient temple dedicated to a foul daemon prince is where they, nearby they found the burial mound of Princess Iris. Clearly she fought bravely against the cult, but alas, to no avail. I will also, basically motion to the others to help him in this tale, because they have way better bluff than he does.
Yes,
think.
of course.
What is your bluff, by the way? Your bluffs.
Let me check. 'Cause I don't know because I'm missing my bonus to, charisma.
Mine's 18, but I gotta make sure because this is the old-ish token that I gotta...
Yeah, then Marcus should definitely lead. I will shut up and Marcus can
Actually, I
lead
have a
this tale.
+5 bonus because we're doing a proper 1-to-1 kind of thing. So
Yep, Zacharias will shut up. Marcus will lead this tale. His bluff is way better.
Yeah.
What does Marcus say?
Well, basically the same things. And like, yeah, heroism and such.
And within her
Yeah.
final hour,
Yeah,
she,
all that.
she fell with only protecting the city and the kingdom within her heart.
Yes.
What city?
Ghastenhall,
Yeah.
of course.
Doing that kind of stuff. Magic and fighting
And,
demon guys.
In the inscription of the ring, proves it is her, and...
I'm waiting for the skill changes to go.
Excuse me, while I'm preparing things.
Still check. Right.
Looks bored to his mage, who seems rather confused.
Brrr. 27. Yeah.
That's a very good bluff.
That's only a 9.
Looks at him and whispers something in his ear and says, "I see."
Oops.
Sits up.
See, this is why I don't do bluff.
Sort of sits up and says, so you say that this is really Iris, and it seems that the ring is genuine."
Zacharias bows deeply. Of course, my lord. The White Banner would not lie in such a grave matter.
He nods and says, "Bring me the bird."
The bird?
And a few servants come with what seems to be a very well-colored parrot, whom
Oh.
he then places on the armrest and can sort of lets it look at the ring.
Does the parrot seem interested in the ring?
The parrot seems very interested in the ring. And the parrot seems to rather like the ring, sort of picking at it, trying to bite it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at you and says, yes, it seems that what you tell me is the truth."
What a
Sort
stupid
of,
bird.
Takes the bird and hands it back to the servants. "Double feed today." He seems hungry.
For rings.
Stands up. And sort of he stands up, walks a little closer as he takes his shirt off slowly.
Oh yes, Zacharias knows of the Duke's proclivity of being naked,
Oh.
and will of course, politely observe.
Why is Cash not there?
Just takes off the shirt as he looks at Zacharias.
How does he look like?
Then what will you ask of me?
Ah,
Return for this information.
Zacharias smiles. A simple thing, my good Duke. For you see, I, does again a grand gesture to himself, Xenover Greeth. I am a traveling wizard, and I have some contacts and friends about, and we have long discussed a project, a founding of a grand magical academy in this fair city, to increase its prestige even more, to be the first in all of Telengard to have such a grand structure. I do know, my lord, that in front of you lies the required papers, only needing your signature to approve this grand project for the city. He nods, dramatically, as he says, "That is what we would ask of you, my lord, your gracious signature on this paper, to allow this project to come to fruition."
He seems a little confused for just a moment as he then stands up and loudly proclaims, "So shall it be. I am enforced by law to do such. Thank you, yes, sir. It shall be proclaimed to the entire city tonight."
Zacharias bows deeply and smiles warmly, and even, maybe gives him a knowing wink. That, Zacharias understands the relief and also the glee of maybe sticking it to the church, and is happy to help in such matters.
Duke does seem rather happy as he stands up, picking his shirt up again, throwing it to one of these servants. "Pick this up. Don't litter." Then he stands as, stay here then. Bring them to the suite.
Oh, goodness.
Tonight they feast.
Hey, party! And Cash is not in fight.
There shall be a proclamation today. Send out the criers. Whole city must know, and before me, tonight, they will ask me to sign. And I will sign. Just smiling.
Well,
In front of the whole city.
Cash will have our
So
own
is the
party.
law, after all.
So
But
it's like
Halpheus.
Zacharias bows. Yes, my lord. So is the law indeed. Very wise and magnanimous of you. He bows again.
I shall keep the ring. And what do you have here? Behind you?
He sort of sweeps towards the litter. This is the bones we carefully exhumed from her last resting place, my lord. We imagine she would rather rest in familiar soil than in some far-off forest.
Yes, of course. Bones. He seems to think. Looks at his wizard and says, find room for them. She shall, of course, have a burial. In a month. Raising a finger. Just looks at you. Thank you. He says, seeming genuine for a moment. I have much to do now. You will be brought to suite where you will eat and drink. At your own leisure. Stay there until tonight, then you shall feast. And a celebration shall be held. It'll be somber, but so she said, you shall ask me for this favor in front of everyone,
Zacharias
and
nods.
I will grant it.
Zacharias nods. Most generous of you, my lord. Then, by your leave, sire.
And, yes, of course. He nods to a servant. Your things will be brought, my lords. I am asked by the Duke to bring you to your suite.
Right. Fantastic.
She will lead you up some stairs and through doors, and to what seems to be a very nice, very large-sized room. What seems to be sort of a lounge area. Reminds you a little of the Address Thorn's mansion, except it is a little more luxurious.
Oh.
And it has lots more old history in it, with Orkin symbols and the symbols of Ghastenhall pretty much everywhere.
Fantastic. Well, Zacharias will certainly, walk around and take in the history and look about, and then shoot a knowing glance at his companions and smile.
You notice Azura seems very, very amused right now.
Yes, Zacharias will, to himself basically cast a message to both of them and say that we need to be appearing at the feast. I, of course, need to be like this, so everyone recognizes me as the up-and-coming Professor Greeth. He smiles. It would be good if you kept your current disguises on. We wouldn't want you to be spotted walking in and out of the Crowley estate.
Understood. Azura opens up his disguise kit a little bit, puts a little bit of an extra foundation on.
Exactly.
Ensures it holds up quite well for a good few hours.
We are the heroes, after all, and we must look the part.
Maybe give Marcus some blush.
Yes, clearly. Like a faint, golden streak in his hair, something like that.
Some lipstick?
Yeah, I mean, Marcus does look very dashing and heroic already, I think. Or he can be, at least.
And even as a result grants him a +2 bonus to a disguise which he's not actually doing.
Exactly.
Sure. Evening comes, and there is a feast.